So just like Troy was giving out them trips, Corey said he's giving out those dates.
Stop. Don't stop. Stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this review. We are ready to do this review on Ready to Love. Guys, I have to apologize for my review for Married at First Sight that I uploaded last night. I could see how off I was, and that carried on into my day-to-day. I had to lay down, regroup, get myself back together because I was still like brain fog. So I'm so sorry, but I had to pretty it up today because, you know, our show is back, okay? Like, I'm excited. I am genuinely excited. Once I looked at the first episode when they were doing like the overall, you know, synopsis of the cast, I was like, yeah. But to me, does it seem like Troy and Ron and I forget the third cast member. I forget. But it seems like 3 of the old cast members have resurrected in DC. Like, can we just talk about that? Because I was like, why do these men sound familiar? Oh, no, I still forgot. Anyways, yeah, so if you are new, please hit that subscribe button on your way in, okay? Join the family. Get in the comments. Let's discuss because I love talking to you all. You all are very, very special to me, and y'all give me what I need to keep going on these YouTube streets. Anyways, and for all of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for returning for this fabulous review. And let's get into it. So this is Ready to Love season 4, episode 2. Welcome to Chocolate City. Now listen, I never knew the DMV or Washington. I didn't know that it was referred to as Chocolate City. If you could please, if anyone knows why it's called Chocolate City, please let me know because my mind went to 2 places. And is that where chocolate is made, or is it because there's a lot of chocolate people out there? Okay. Either way, we love it there. Okay. Anyway, so the first person I wanted to talk about was Sabrina. Listen, first of all, Sabrina is beautiful, but it seems like she has so much more layers that I'm going to enjoy learning. She seems to be very coy, classy. She knows who she is. You know, it doesn't seem like she's gonna be like full of drama, which I love because listen, we need balance on these reality shows. And it looks like Sabrina is gonna give us just that. It seemed like all the guys enjoyed Sabrina as well. So we love to see it. Aisha comes in next. Listen, Aisha's beautiful. I love Aisha's backstory. I love how I identify with her story, you know, having to leave a very bad, you know, situation for the betterment of your children. And I get that. So, you know, love her backstory. But it looks like Aisha has she had a hard life coming up. Like, is anybody else getting that? And it's no shade or anything. It's just what I'm picking up when I'm watching her mannerisms, the way she speaks. It just seems like it was a hard upbringing. So if y'all understand what I'm saying, drop it down in the comments. If y'all feel like I'm just on BS, you can tell me that too. I don't care. So when I talk about Ron resurrecting himself, I'm talking about Frank, okay? Frank is the eligible bachelor, the party nightlife guy. He's an entrepreneur, and you know, he's a little full of himself. But him and Aisha are getting along great. I think that when he was describing the kind of woman he's interested in, he was definitely speaking about Aisha because she's not afraid to speak her mind, clearly. And she, you know, and he likes somebody who's on his level, right? So it seems like they're a good match so far, but I honestly, guys, I think Frank is a little, I just don't see it for him. We'll get to that. Like, we'll get to that. So it was actually really refreshing to see Nephew Tommy on my screen again, okay? You know I love when he be talking with his tape. So it was a good time to see him. Very, 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 very good to see him again. Of course, he's introducing himself and, you know, letting all the singles know what's gonna happen. And of course, we all know the curveballs are coming. And he's gonna be eliminating 2 people in this episode, of course, you know. So, listen. The resurrection of Troy is coming around at this moment. It's Corey. Ew. Like, first of all, he's giving me creep vibes, okay? He's just giving me just a hint of creep vibes, because why are you using the same pickup line for every woman? That's 1. 2, the same line was from like 20 years ago. Like, get your game tight. And you know, when he was introduced, he was talking about, you know, he has a 6-pack, 6 figures, and something else. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. Like, none of that matters if you're not a good person, if you're not a catch. Like, none of that even matters. So why are you talking about that, right? It was just like, okay, you're a little full of yourself, sir. I'm gonna need you to bring it on down. But he, again, is asking Carrie out and, you know, the whole cast, okay, except for the guys. He's basically asking all 10 of the women out. And I'm just like, ew, that's weird. How about you actually get to know them? But, you know, again, it's just like Troy, because Troy and his signature move, which was, you know, putting his lips on all of the women, is his signature move is asking them all out so he can secure his spot on the show. And it's just like, sir, how about you be yourself? Maybe your personality is trash. You should work on that. Because if you know you have a good personality and you're not insecure, you wouldn't mind getting to know these women and them getting to know you. But I digress. So they have another thick chick on the show, Tecia, and she's beautiful. She says she's feminine. All of her exes will call her back. If you call them right now, they gonna be wanting to get back with her, but she ain't gonna do it. Like, sis is real, you know, she's boasting about herself, as she should. But it's like, bring it down a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just so like in your face, and it's a whole lot. So she's talking to Carrington. Listen, I can already tell. First of all, Carrington is super intense, but he's like, he's a little cold for me. Tecia and Carrington are talking, and she is asking him the same question, you know, in different ways. And I was just like, okay, sis, you gotta, it's like, I can understand how she's going about this, because she's trying to date intentionally, but you're on a game show too. So you can't be so heavy in the beginning. You have to have some type of likability. And when you're that heavy in this setting, it's not likable. So I just want her to pull it back, you know, because she's beautiful. She doesn't have to do much. Like, she doesn't have to just put it all out on the table as soon as someone meets her. So I was just like, ooh, so it was a little cringe for me, just a little bit. But Carrington, okay, so I forgot his real name. It's down further in my notes. We'll get there. But the poet, the one that was with the bars, him and Tecia are talking. No, not him and Tecia. Him and Shiloh are talking. Shiloh is the life coach. I know she does something else that's super official, but it escapes me. But they're talking, and the poet has been single for 7 years. Now listen, I love, when I tell you I love spoken word. Like, one of my old best friends used to take me every Sunday to go, listen to spoken word. I think that is such a sexy, sultry, like, quality to have if it can just come out your mouth like a river. But it's like he didn't know how to read the room. Like, he was so awkward, and I felt so bad for him. Not only that, the suit was, it was like the little boy at Easter Sunday. You know, he needed to just go a size, down. And I was like, oh no, I couldn't help but feel pity, because I'm like, you're going about this the wrong way. But anyways, I think Shiloh said she had been single for 2 to 3 years, but she's beautiful though. I think she's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to see where she goes in this, ready to love journey. Okay, now I'm looking at my notes, so I remember who the third person was who resurrected himself on this season. Walter. Walter is already a crowd favorite. Okay, listen, the YouTube streets are hot. Everybody's raving about Walter. And listen, I feel like he is Joel resurrected, because similar story, right? With his wife, she died while they were trying to build a family, which really freaking sucks, right? But y'all remember when Joel was talking about his wife and things like that, and do y'all remember when it came out that when she passed, they were not together, they were divorced? Sorry about that. Anyways, but do y'all remember, like, it was one of those situations of, like, it wasn't like he lost her while they were together and they were in love and all this other kind of stuff. Like, they were already separated. And he mentioned that, Walter mentioned that he lost his wife in 2003. Now, I'm not saying it's not painful. It's not, it doesn't affect him or anything like that, but he's coming to these women out the gate with that story as if it was recent. I just want to hold my opinion on that as we move along, because overall, he seems like a decent guy, right? He seems like a good guy, especially when him and Sabrina were talking, but we'll get to that. But yeah, he seems like an overall good guy, but so did Joel. Y'all remember, Joel hurt my feelings and my auntie's feelings when, he just started to pay her dust. So I'm just gonna hold my, my feelings and emotions on that, because Joel had us all wrapped around his little pinky last season, and I don't want to go there. Okay? Anyways, I just wanted to put that out there, y'all. I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so the poet and Aisha are talking. Listen, Aisha was not here for the poet because he was talking to her about what he does for a living, which he's in cybersecurity, which, listen, cybersecurity is money. When I used to fix websites for a living, I knew a guy who was getting into cybersecurity, and he told me how much, you would make inside, working in cybersecurity. Y'all, if you ever get into the tech industry, go for that, because that is a money-making industry for real. But anyways, so the poet, he's like, yeah, but but my love is poetry. I do spoken word. And she's like, oh yeah, you do spoken word? And instead of him like, yeah, you should come see me sometime, whatever. Instead of him segueing into it, he just, roses red, violets blue, dot dot deep dot ba boo bop boo, And that's what I meant by he doesn't know how to read the room, because I'm like, it was so awkward, and I was just like, oh no. And of course, Aisha didn't like it. She's just like, you ain't gonna be spitting bars to me while we having a conversation. And I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, no. Okay, so Phil and Sabrina are talking. First of all, the dress. Y'all, okay. So listen, real quick. I love goddess fashion, okay? I love goddess fashion. The metals and the flowy fabrics, and I just, listen, when my 30th comes next year, I'm changing my whole ensemble because I want to channel my inner goddess. And when I seen Sabrina, she looked like a goddess, okay? Anyways, she's talking to Phil, and here comes Mr. Copy Paste, which is, Troy Resurrected, which is Corey. And in the middle of their conversation, hey, let me talk to you real quick. Can I hold on, big dog? Hold on real quick. Let me talk to her real quick. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, you like how I look? You find me attractive? Huh? Listen, let me get your number real quick. And I'm like, how awkward. Like, he didn't even say, listen, can I cut in? I would like to get to know this beautiful lady. I want to get her to know me. None of that. Hey, you like how I look? Let me get your number, okay? I'd love to take you out on a date. Like, sir, it was just so out of place. And I was just like, ugh. Every time he comes on the screen, I'm just like, because he's not even that cute in the face. Like, he's just not even that cute in the face. He's not that attractive to be making the kind of moves he's making. At least have that about yourself. But you don't even have that about yourself. So just like Troy was giving out them trips, Corey said he's giving out those dates. Okay, so then we see Courtney. Love Courtney. She is beautiful, okay, rocking that fro. And she is talking to Cornelius, the church boy, okay? Y'all get in tune with the nicknames, okay? We gonna get in secrecy this season with the nicknames. So Courtney and Cornelius are talking, and she's loving his vibe. She's like, he seems like he comes from a good family. He has a church background. He seems like he's just wholesome, nice Southern gentleman, which we all love a Southern gentleman. And see, listen, I'm not afforded that here in the South. The idea is nice though. Anyways, but yeah, so just very nice. Love their chemistry. They definitely have chemistry. So I would like to see how that manifests itself. Hopefully in a good. It's a group of women. Carrie, to start with. And here comes Corey walking up like, he hot shit. And Carrie's just like, so where we going on our date, or whatever. And they all looking like, Corey asked me on a date. 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 And I was like, like, sir, what did you think was gonna happen? So he's looking defeated, and they're all kind of like, oh, hell no. They walk away from him because it's like, you full of shit. Like, you can't explain yourself out of this. You thought that you had game, and you are playing with a Game Boy because your game is not tight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have it like that, sir. What did you think was gonna happen on the first episode when you meet all these women and the women have to get together collectively? If it was gonna come out then, or it was gonna come out when it was time to eliminate you. Like, come on. You didn't see last season? Troy? Like, maybe he's reading out of Troy's book. I don't know. So nephew Tommy is talking to the men, and they've all deliberated that they don't like Libba and they don't like Tasia. Oh my God, I have to get her name right because I refuse to get it wrong. Anyways, they don't like them. Then nephew Tommy talks to the ladies, and they all deliberate that they don't like Lamont and they don't like Corey. Camille is she actually was having a connection with Cornelius as well, but then she goes, "That's my boyfriend," and I'm like, oh no. oh no. Camille, please don't make it hard to defend you this season. Like, do not do that. Like, I hate that for you. It's not a good look. Please don't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the alpha woman, but listen, you don't have to mark your territory like that. The best way to play this game is to be yourself, okay? That's the best way to play this game. But they have her, I feel like they have her in here for entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying? Just like Corey, but we'll get there. We get to elimination, and they Tommy, nephew Tommy, he's letting everybody know who the bottom two are. And for the, what do I have? For the men, he was like with Lamont and Corey. And I was just like, if y'all choose Corey over Lamont, I know that was a production move, because Corey is not here for the right reasons. And of course, they let Lamont go. I'm just like, see, that's what I'm not gonna like. That's what I'm not gonna like, because y'all gonna be trying to stress us out. Like, I feel it coming. Anyway, so then they get to the ladies, and he lets them know what the bottom two is, and it is Libba and Tasia. I really hope I'm not screwing her name up. Anyways, and of course, Tasia is pissed. She's just like genuine, like, like what? You know, and listen, when she said that, you know, I got like 4 or 5 numbers in my phone. That's half the men, right? But here's the thing, Tasia. Just because you have their numbers doesn't mean that they're genuinely interested in getting to know you. That may be because they want to smash, sis. You came on way too strong with the questions. And, you know, because they didn't do it like they did my girl last season about her being, you know, a thicker girl, thank God. But it was definitely about like how she just went about things, and I was just like, well, you know. Anyways, but they let Libba go. They let Libba, and Libba is so freaking animated. Like she's so freaking animated. She's just like, oh my God, what? You know, like she is just so animated because she got eliminated. So why do my neighbors hate me? If y'all hear like music outside of my background music, it's not me, it's my neighbors downstairs. Like, anyways, so wrapping up the episode, Tasia, I really hate this, but T, she's pissed, you know, all the women are like rallying around her, and it was kind of like, what's the girl from last season? Oh, I gotta look it up, hold on. Ida. I'm sorry, I had to go and look. Ida, it reminds me of Ida, and I hope that they don't play her like they did Ida, but listen, Ida, Ida was a whole lot. But that's kind of how T is coming off, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think they're gonna give what it needs to give for this season. I hope it's not a bore, because Houston definitely brought it. And I'm not saying that because that's where I'm from and that's where I live. I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, if y'all like this review and y'all like these reviews, make sure you come back every single week, because I'm doing it every single week, okay? We have a good time over here, especially when it's Ready to Love season. It's always a good time. The conversations are always good. And again, if you have not subscribed, what you waiting on? You already got here. Go ahead and subscribe, okay? Make sure you share this content with other people who love content like this. Share the love as I share to you. Peace.